What is going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Today, we're here to talk about some Montreal Canadiens prospect. And as you guys could see by the title and thumbnail in the video, we're going to talk a prospect for the Montreal Canadiens that is a bit in the same style as Arber Xhekaj. I mean, Jean-Charles Lajoie talked about this yesterday at TVA Sport, and he said some interesting things. He's talked with some people, and he said that Jaden's trouble playing right now at Northeastern University in the NCAA can bring what Arber Xhekaj has been bringing, and the Canadiens have two Arber Xhekajs in their system, and I've looked into it, and yeah, he does look a bit similar, even though I'd give the edge to Arber Xhekaj. Jaden's trouble's a lot more defensive. And when you look at his statistics right now in the NCAA, in 13 games played, he has 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points, 30 penalty minutes in only 13 games. That's more than 2 minutes a night, and he is a +4. So yeah, definitely Jaden's trouble. He is a guy that is a bit similar to Arber Xhekaj, but Arber Xhekaj is a lot more offensive play than Jaden's trouble. But Jaden's trouble is an excellent shutdown defenseman, and I think that he's going to be a defenseman in the National Hockey League. He has everything he needs to be a defenseman in the National Hockey League. Will it be with the Habs? Will it be with another team? I have no idea, but the Habs are really, really stacked on defense prospects, so he might be with another team, honestly. He's 6 foot, 210 pounds. He's a big guy. He can block shots. He's the type of defenseman that blocks shot, that hits hard, that is just a shutdown defenseman. If I can compare him with a player, I'd compare him with Joel Edmondson. Arber Xhekaj is more like a Ben Sherratt with more of an offensive play, great pass, solid in front of the net. But Jaden's trouble is a bit like Joel Edmondson, but I do think that he's faster. Joel Edmondson is really, really slow. Jaden's trouble can't skate well. He doesn't really have what it takes in hockey vision to go play in the offensive, a bit like Kaiden Guhle does, but he is a good skater, so he doesn't get skate around that easily. So yeah, definitely the Canadiens have a really, really good player, and Jaden's trouble for the future as a shutdown defenseman, like a real shutdown defenseman. And they've talked about he talked about a scout on his show. I don't remember his name. And he said that Jaden's trouble, if you want a bottom pairing defenseman, a bottom pairing shutdown defenseman, he's the perfect guy for it. So might need to sign him to a contract, bring him to the Laval Rocket next year or at the end of this season. Could be really nice. They drafted him in 2019, same year as Cole Caulfield, 2nd round, 46th overall, drafted by Timmins and Bergevin. They did a pretty good job because this guy is going to be an NHL player, that's for sure, in my opinion. Might not be with the Canadiens because they're really stacked on left-handed defensemen. They have Guhle, they have Xhekaj, they have Harris, and I think that Jaden's trouble's right behind. And on the right side, they have Mayu, they have all of those guys. So yeah, definitely he could battle for a spot in the next couple of years. But I think that it might be better for him to become like trade bait or just a guy you have in depth in the AHL when a guy's injured. But he's definitely has a lot of potential to become a good shutdown defenseman in the NHL as a bottom pairing defenseman. He's big, he blocks shots, he's solid defensively. Not the guy that's going to get 20 points as a defenseman, not the guy that's going to score goals on the power play, but definitely a guy that can play on the PK. That can hit hard, a bit in the same way as Xhekaj, but more as a defensive option. If you can have two big players like that, one more in an offensive option and one more as a defensive option in the playoffs in a couple of years, that could be really dangerous because when the Canadiens were battling in the playoffs with a goaltender, with guys like Shea Weber, Joel Edmondson, Ben Sherratt, all of those guys, that were hitting hard in front of the net. It was helping the Canadiens a lot, and it was giving nightmares to other teams. So if in a couple of years we can have Xhekaj and trouble playing on defense, is going to be a threat for the other teams in the playoffs because those two are some huge guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical Habs, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye-bye.